Hi everyone, I hope you're well. So yes, let's get into some baking. I tried my hardest to get my camera in kind of like the best angle possible. But yeah, just me and my camera today, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to try and get the right angle so you can see everything. But I'll try my best. And yeah, if you want to like join in, the ingredients and the recipe is below in the description box, so you can give it a go. And yeah, this isn't 100% vegan. The only non-vegan thing about it are the eggs that I use. There's 2 eggs in this recipe, but it's gluten-free and dairy-free. And I baked this last Halloween when the guy that I was seeing at the time, he was allergic to gluten and dairy, but yeah, he sucks. But the cake didn't, so I'm going to show you how to do the cake because he really enjoyed it. And yeah, I really loved it as well. You honestly wouldn't even tell that it's like dairy-free and gluten-free as well. So yeah, let's get into it. I've got everything here now. I'm not kidding. If I can do it, I'm gonna say it. If I can do it, anyone can. I do usually struggle when I'm baking or just cooking in general because I like to think that I'm good at baking and cooking, but when I'm actually doing it, it's a different story. But yeah, it's reading the instructions. I muddle things up with my dyslexia when I'm reading, so whenever I think I get it, it then goes wrong, and then mum says it and I'm like, oh my god, how did I not get that? So yeah, it's kind of reading the instructions, so I've made it as easy as possible. And this is kind of my recipe, I guess, following the kind of usual, I don't know, go-to carrot cake, I guess. And yeah, and I've kind of, that's my rabbit, and I've kind of changed it up a little bit, and yeah, obviously made it gluten and dairy free. So let's get into it. So the first thing you've got to do is pop the oven on 160 if you've got a fan, 180 kind of normal oven I think, and if you've got gas on number 4. And so while that's preheating, I've got everything out that I need. So I've got gluten-free self-raising flour, I've got caster sugar, gluten-free baking powder, some cinnamon, and some dairy-free butter. In the kind of usual carrot cake recipe, yeah, they use unsalted butter, but dairy-free butter works like you wouldn't even tell a difference. And the one that I use is the dairy-free Flora, and it's 100% plant goodness. Lovely, just what we need. So yes, obviously you need some carrots, and you can also put like nuts in it as well, but I don't like nuts and raisins in cakes. I don't know why. I like them on the icing on top, but I don't like anything in the sponge. I'm just weird like that. So you can totally play. I feel like this cake is really kind of easy to kind of play about with whatever you like. So we have got to measure everything, so let me get my measuring. Here we go, and I've got the bowl here as well. So I need 140 grams of dairy-free butter. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to pop this on. I'm just going to take a chunk out. Okay, that is 140 grams of butter. We then need 200 grams of caster sugar. Once you finish with the sugar, you can actually pop it in the same bowl as the butter, because we're going to be mixing that up. That's going to be the first step to make sure it's nice and soft and creamy. 200 grams of gluten-free flour. And I just got my gluten-free baking powder, gluten-free self-raising flour from Asda. Oh, it's too much. Too much. Now I'm going to leave that there. We'll add the cinnamon and baking powder when we need to. I think I've just put self-raising flour on my face, my bad. And yeah, so let's do the carrots. Oh, I hate grating carrots. I hate grating carrots, but I love eating grated carrots, if that makes any sense. And I used to go through, I was going through like a phase where I was literally addicted to wraps, and like grated carrots in the wraps, like with corn dippers and spinach and like mayo and that, and I was like obsessed with it. And so, but I couldn't stand grating carrots, it just took so long. I kept like cutting myself. But grated carrots, it just tastes so good. So yeah, let's go through the grated carrots. I mean, we need to have 250 grams of carrots. So fun. How many carrots is that? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, 3 carrots. That's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought I've bought so many carrots. I thought 250 grams is gonna be a lot of carrots, and I bought so many. Oh well, it depends. I mean, if you want it like chop a block of carrots, you know, it doesn't hurt to add more. But this is 251, and that's kind of like, they're all kind of different shapes and sizes. I don't know. Let's cut and grate these. So yeah, I totally like pleasantly surprised myself last year, because when I made this for that guy, yeah, like, so good. and I was like, oh, did I make that? I mean, eggs is in this recipe, and if you want to make it vegan, apparently egg substitutes is like applesauce and bananas, but I haven't experimented with that yet. I've only kind of like taken out the dairy. I haven't really experimented baking and cooking without eggs, and I feel like I'm okay going dairy free and obviously meat free. But yeah, I think the only thing, and I think this is quite popular as well with people who want to go like vegan, is eggs is always the last thing to let go of, just because it's kind of in everything, or you use it in everything, whatever. And yeah, and people literally just crave eggs. So yeah, but I've definitely cut down the intake of eggs that I have. But yeah, I haven't really experimented with like applesauce or banana in cooking, so I'll make sure that I do so I can do like more vegan recipes so everyone can have a bit, you know, for what I'm doing. So yeah, let's grate these. It's always great having rabbits, because when you grate carrots, I always give like, you know, the carrots to the bunnies, and they absolutely love it. It's like they know when I'm baking or cooking. Can you hear? Because like they make noises. Give me the carrots. But yeah, so oh, this is a good carrot. But yeah, I was like, I want to do some different Halloween ones. I've got a makeup Halloween video coming up on Monday, next Monday, which I'm really excited to show you. It's yeah, someone recommended it in my comments actually on my costume ideas video, my previous video, and yeah, and I was like, oh, that's actually quite a good idea. I think it'll be fun. So I ordered contacts for it. I won't tell you what it is. Oh my god, look how chunky that carrot is. A little chode carrot. I'm good. I'll speed this up so it's not painful to watch. Once that you have done the carrots, it's now time. Ooh, I find that really satisfying. After you've grated carrots, you then take that off and it all kind of slides out. I find it really satisfying. Anyway, it's kind of weird. Okay, so get a mixer or whatever you use to, you know, mix. And yeah, you've just got to beat the dairy-free butter and the sugar until it's creamy and soft. So let's do that. So let's now pop the carrots in, and we've just got to stir it in. So I'm going to pop a little bit in first, and then we'll stir in the rest. Very gently, don't put it on full, I will just stir this in. Then add the rest. Okay guys, so now you've got to add 2 eggs. Again, like if you're vegan, add banana or applesauce, but I don't know if it works. That's just what I've seen online, but I should have like tried it and then filmed this for you. Yeah, give it a go. You know, if you're vegan, you probably know what's best and what works. So yeah, I'm just gonna add the 2 eggs. And then you've just got to gently mix it all. So let's begin. Now that that has all been mixed up, we now need to add the flour, the 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. So we're now going to add the flour. Okay, so I've got the gluten-free baking powder. Again, got it from Asda. I'm just going to get a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of this. There you go, and then a teaspoon of cinnamon to give it that, oh, you know, that, ooh. There we go. And then we mix it all together. Oh my god. Woo! Love that for me. Go, and then you can just take what you can off of there. Okay guys, so now it is time to grease this. So what we're going to do is I'm getting some grease-proof paper, and what I do is I take some of this, I wrap it around my hand, and I actually just use the dairy-free butter to grease it. Then I pop this inside, dairy-free butter, free butter on top, and then we pop the mix in. So I'm just going to use this, grab some dairy-free butter. Oh my gosh, I think we're going to run out and I'm not going to have enough icing. What I'll do is I'll pop some in here all over the tin, like that, and then I pop this in here so it's really stuck to the tin. So guys, my rabbit Bob is in vet at the moment. He's having like kind of not like an operation, but his ears are really like bunged up, and so he's having his ear flushed, but he's going on to anaesthetic, and I'm so stressed and nervous, and that's why I thought baking today would be good as well, because it's kind of, it helps me kind of like de-stress. And but yeah, I am really nervous because he is like my child, and apparently anaesthetic in rabbits is like super high risk. And so yeah, I'm really nervous. Hopefully he'll be okay. He's so stubborn and he's really strong-minded, so hopefully he'll be okay, you know. You then get some scissors and cut around the edge. I always find it difficult holding the bowl. But yeah, there we go. So I'm just gonna pop this in. So yeah, let's pop this into the oven and let it start cooking, and we'll start with the icing. Okay, so once that has gone into the oven, you cook it for about 50 to 55 minutes, but I do usually go over to kind of like an hour and 10. So yeah, just keep testing it. Put the knife in the middle. If it comes out with still cake mix on it, yeah, it needs to go back in because it's not done in the middle. But if it comes out clean, then it's done. So yeah, just keep doing that test after like kind of the 55 minute mark. And yeah, but we'll do it together. So now that that is in the oven, I'm now going to clean up a little bit and we'll start with the icing. So here is the dairy-free butter, some icing sugar, there we go. And yeah, that's all we need for the icing. And you know what, it's completely up to you how much you want to do. I always do a little bit more, so let's make it 80 grams and 180. I hate getting a cake and there's literally like no icing on it. So we need about like 75 to 80 grams of the butter. So let's get that in there. Oh, it would help if I turned it on. That's 90. Okay, I'll take a little bit out. Then 175 or like 180 grams of icing sugar. All we have to do is mix this up until it's nice and soft and creamy, so that is what we're going to do. So I'll start off quite slow and then we'll give it a good old beat. Okay, so... Okay, so we're now going to go in with some cinnamon and we're going to go in with some vanilla extract. And yeah, this really is, I mean, you don't want a lot of vanilla extract because it's really strong. That might be a bit too much. But who doesn't love vanilla? So we'll go with that. So I'm just going to sprinkle some cinnamon in there. That might have been a bit too much. But oh well, let's give it a good old mix. Okay, now that I've got the icing, as you can see, we are now going to pop that on the cake because it should be cooled down, and we're going to get a little bit creative. So you know how I was saying I don't like nuts in the cakes? I do like them like in the icing. So I've got walnuts, and people always say they look like brains, right? So we're going to take some of this out, then turn it pink, and then we're going to make like little brains. I know what you're thinking. Genius. So I'm hoping you can see, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop most of that on the top here and obviously leave a little bit for the walnuts, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a better look so you can see what I'm doing with the cake and how I'm decorating it. So let's put all of this on top of the cake. Oh, I've messed up here, taking it out of the wrapping. Okay. Okay, so once you've got the icing on, I kind of give it kind of a rough appearance with the icing. Okay guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put dark chocolate over this. I'm going to grate it all over, and I'm going in with the Nomo chocolate. That's the dairy-free chocolate. It's gluten-free, it's egg-free, nuts-free, dairy-free, everything free you can think of, and they've got a dark chocolate one, so this will be really lovely on top of this. So I'm just going to grab a grater. I'm going to grate this all over the cake. I know pink isn't very Halloween, but I like pink, so we are going in with this. I'm going to sprinkle the green on first, literally just using my fingers. I'm then going to go in with the black one, with the pink, Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, the pink. Oh my god. I think the pink is my fave. It really shows up, the pink. The pink is really sparkly. Okay, I think that's a bit, is that too much? Oh, you can't have too much glitter. Okay, now it's time for some pink colouring for the icing. So this is like a paste, and because I've literally got the smallest amount in here, I really do just need like a little bit. Because we want it a light pink, there we go. So I'm just going to mix that up. And now that we've got a pink icing, okay, so getting a brush works better for this. So I've just kind of got like this food brush that I've got, and I'm going to grab some of the icing, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to like kind of get it on there and see, is this going to work? Because if you dip the walnut into the icing's quite thick, so I think probably maybe like a watery kind of thinner icing would have worked better. But yeah, so I'm just gonna pop that on there. Oh, it doesn't really look like a brain, but we're gonna keep on going, guys. I'm going to finish off by sticking a few things on the cake. As you can see, these are literally just rice paper. You can get sugar ones on eBay. These are on eBay, they're only a few quid, and it's so much easier getting ones that are already cut out, because you can get paper where it's like on a sheet and you cut them out, but it's so, oh my god, it's so time consuming. I'd rather pay a little bit more and get them already cut out, just because I'm incredibly lazy and impatient. And then I picked up these little guys, which are like eyeballs, and these again are off eBay, and they are just like sugar. So yeah, there we go. So you can see all of the glitter on there. The eyeballs look really cool, the pumpkins. I'm really happy with how it's come out, and I'm not kidding, guys, it is so tasty. It's so creamy, but completely dairy free and gluten free, so everyone can enjoy. Of course, to my vegan friends, I haven't experimented with an egg substitute in baking yet, so I promise you I'll get back to you on that. But all you have to do to make this vegan is change that little part of the eggs, and with what you know works best for you. I'm not gonna lie, the walnuts don't really look like brains. I don't know, do they? Everyone, so that is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. A little bit of a different one from me, but yeah, I really want to get into baking more, and I really enjoy it. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you're interested in baking this cake, I'm not even kidding, I'm gonna say it again, if I can do it, anyone can. Everything will be down below in the description box. The recipe, the ingredients, everything that you need to recreate this cake. It's one of my favorite things to bake, so yeah, I really hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys again in my next video on Friday. I've got another fashion haul coming your way, so until then, I hope you have a fabulous week, and of course make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification button so you join the ANNIEFAM. You're notified every time I post, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye! Oh shoot, obviously. Now you're auto-focusing, camera. I see you, now you're doing it. I can't speak.